Hey, what's up YouTube? This is Connor from Calculated Risk once again, and today I'm bringing you a video to respond to one of the more recent phenomenons going on within the Yu-Gi-Oh community. And I've seen numerous response videos already posted, but I thought I'd post my own. So, as you can see, there's this article posted by Joji Orlando called the YCS Toronto Boycott, which is this movement called Occupy Yu-Gi-Oh! A couple days ago, it was confirmed that YCS Toronto was being held August 31st and September 1st. Now, there's a variety of problems in this decision that they made, and this was kind of, I guess you could call it the straw that broke the camel's back. And what I mean by that is, Konami has shown very little care for the player base, and they always have. It's been known, and a lot of people are aware of it, but they enjoy the game enough that they're willing to make the sacrifices to keep playing competitively. And everyone loves, well, not everyone, but a lot of people like the organized play. Now, because of how soon this event is coming up and the days it's on, there's been a recent outrage by the players because because of the time restraints, there is a very low possibility of finding an affordable place to stay for the weekend and an affordable flight. And along with that, that's not to mention the few people from America who do not have passports and are going to have to pay even more to get it rushed out to them. Along with that, the weekend it lands on is the weekend where the ban list comes into effect. Now, they haven't said much about it, but from what it sounds like, they almost expect people to have a separate deck for days 1 and 2. And now a lot of people who have cards that they're afraid are going to get hit on the ban list want to get rid of them. They don't want to hold on to them just for the following day for all their cards to lose value. Or maybe they'll go up if they don't get hit, but people don't want to play Dragons and Spellbooks day 1, and then a deck where nothing is really known. There is no defined meta. You'll know what the ban list is. You'll have about a week to prepare for the day 2, not to mention day 1 still. And then you'll have to play in 2 separate formats in 2 separate days. That's not really fair to the community, and Konami just expects it to work that way. They don't care. So, Joji Orlando, who is a professional player who writes for ARG, Ultra Reality Games, he's actually a good friend of mine, wrote this article, and he's planning to convince as many people as possible not to go to Toronto. So, kind of as a way to express our voice to Konami, so, if they spend all this money to host the event and no one goes, it'll, show that, the players want, what they deserve. It'll show that, we actually, are mad and want what we want. We don't want this shit any longer, so there's already, several hundred people, on the Facebook page, which you should definitely check out. You should also check out this article, by the way, and I will have it in the link below. There's several hundred people who have joined that group. There's, tens of hundreds of posts already on YouTube and elsewhere on Facebook, and I think there was an article on ARG about it, but don't quote me on that. I haven't actually checked. But it shows that people really are following this movement. And, I was not planning on going to Toronto anyway, because I don't have the funds, nor really the will to go. Because, I haven't never really traveled that far for Yu-Gi-Oh, but, I would like to if I could afford it. But the fact is, I see where he's coming from. I see where Joe is coming with all this, and I 100% agree. Nothing's going to get better if players just keep following what Konami's regulations and rules are. And, I don't know much about Magic, but he does have something in here about how Wizards of the Coast handles their events. Yeah, right here it says, gives their players more than adequate time to plan their trips in accordance with what is affordable and fit appropriately in their lives. Because Konami, the time restraints is just stupid. It's astonishing how dumb it is that they didn't like think like, oh, maybe we should give people like a chance to find a place to stay. Like normally you have a few months before an event. Because it's only like 4 weeks about, like they're not putting into consideration like also people who have to like take time off work. Like people are working, like almost everyone works, and they're gonna have to like call off like 3 or 4 days with short notice too, off their jobs to go to Toronto, where they're gonna have to play in 2 separate formats basically, and that's not fair to anyone. So I agree. I mean, there's some conflicting statements, not in this, but like I've seen arguments on Facebook made that like, well, it just happened to fall on that day. There were rumors about it, like it wasn't confirmed for a while, but like there were rumors. There was like something, I think he writes about, it was listed on the Toronto Convention Center website for a few months, but Konami actually didn't officially put it on until now. So like Konami really didn't organize it well, but there were signs saying that like the event was going to happen. So I still think Konami is to blame and like needs to like get their shit together. But like there is an argument to be made that like they were trying to like make it like known beforehand. But like that doesn't even sound good because, well, not everyone's just gonna go on the Toronto Convention Center website to see if they actually did post it. So like if that was their intention, it failed, and that was just a horrible choice on their part. So with little communication with the players and like no time to prepare, everyone's mad, and it's understandable. So I mean, although I wasn't planning on going to Toronto, I do agree and follow the Occupy Yu-Gi-Oh movement of the boycott. Definitely read this article. I will have a link in the description below. It's a great read, written well. Keep up the good work, Joe. I love your articles. And if you want to put a video response to this with your reactions to it after you've read it, it would be kind of cool to have like more interaction with our viewers. So, yeah. Thanks for watching again, YouTube. And Occupy Yu-Gi-Oh!